Well, it is time for Monday Motivation. Carol Mendoza, our resident transformational leadership coach, is here today to talk about a big one, confidence. So, Carol, we want to welcome you back. We've missed you.
Thank you.
Yes, throughout the week. We love having you on Monday, but throughout the week, I'm like, where's Carol? I need some backup. Yeah, for sure. But let's talk seriously about confidence. You know, sometimes when people hear the word confidence, they think of someone being arrogant or aggressive. Why is it that confidence can oftentimes be misunderstood?
I think it's because people confuse confidence with being loud or overpowering, but confidence really isn't about being the biggest voice in the room. It's more about a quiet, I would say, inner strength. It's knowing who you are, it's knowing what you bring to the table without really needing to prove anything. I think that's more of what confidence is.
Well, how can we build a healthy confidence if there's such a thing? Actually, I think there is.
There is.
You know, because life sometimes knocks us down and we have to get back up, but do it with confidence.
Absolutely. It's much like building a muscle, right? You can't do that overnight. You build your strength over time, working those little muscles and building and growing little by little. So confidence is really the same way. And I think I would think of it as three simple ways to do that. The first thing is to remember who you are and speak truth over yourself. Remind yourself daily that you're of your strengths, of the good things. And remember, I believe you were created for a purpose. So focus on that. The second thing I would do is think of taking one small step outside your comfort zone in some way. Maybe speak up at the next meeting, maybe share that idea, or just try something new, because every time you stretch, you grow, right?
Exactly.
And then celebrate personal progress quietly.
And that'll help build your confidence?
Yeah, absolutely, because we have to remember we're not trying to impress others. We're not trying to gain someone's approval. It's really more about standing firm in your convictions and in your values. If you're doing it for applause, that's really not confidence, that's pride.
It certainly is pride. Well, Carol, oftentimes, and we've both seen this, someone walks into a room, they may take over the conversation, and they may want to be the person who's the loudest in the room, but honestly, that is not what confidence looks like, and it's not what confidence should feel like either.
No, absolutely not. If someone feels the need to overtake a room, and they're often doing that for applause, and as I said before, that's more about pride, that's not confidence. So I think a lot of us have been taught, even without realizing it, that confidence is loud and flashy, but real confidence, if you're paying attention, is that person that shows up with presence, shows up not for their performance, but shows up with convictions, they're steady, and they know who they are. I think that's the most important thing.
I certainly love this conversation because there are so many people listening right now who are probably like me saying confidence. I mean, it's powerful, but also being quiet about it and just presenting yourself. I think it's so much better, especially you're putting yourself out there and you're thinking, okay, I don't have to show up and show out loudly. I can do it very quietly in my space.
That's right. And I think we need to change our perception of what confidence is. Take a little bit more time to look around the room and look and see who really is demonstrating some confidence. And I bet you it could be the quietest person in the room.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And what confidence will you be wearing tomorrow? All right, everybody, to see our previous Monday Motivation segment, simply go to WSCV.com/Monday Motivation.